Hey guys, so we are finally back with video 4 in my ES3 build series, and we're going to be setting the neck today. So here's the guitar with the finish on it, looking pretty cool. I got my Pitbull Guitars neck setting glue, as I mentioned before, a simple paintbrush, any kind will do. I got some other accessories here. I got a couple of quick grip clamps there I'm going to use to hold it all together there. A little bit of scrap wood there, rag in case some glue, excess glue gets squeezed out there. You'll see how everything fits together here. So I got my glue there. I'm going to spread it pretty generously in the cavity there. I did go ahead and sand everything down pretty flush inside the cavity there. I didn't show you that, but that's just to make sure we're maximizing contact, because that's what's going to make the biggest difference in the tone. Actually, this is going to be a huge difference in the overall tone of the guitar, is the neck making contact with the body. So as you can see there, I got it coated pretty good. I'm going to throw a little bit on the actual neck here. Big debate amongst carpenters whether it's necessary to glue both pieces of wood that are making contact. I personally don't see any problem with it. I don't see any harm. Others would disagree, saying you only need to glue one side. But hey, whatever works for you. So we got it all glued up. I'm going to press this into place. Like I mentioned before, I did dry fit this into place and confirm that everything lines up good as it sits from the factory. So that was good. That was fortunate. No adjustments necessary there at all. And you can't really see there, but I'm kind of squeezing it into place. Had a little bit of trouble getting it in tight there. All the glue in between kind of makes it a little tight. Had a little bit of glue squeeze out there, wiped it off with a rag. Definitely want to get that now before it dries and makes a problem. And so I got some cardboard there that I'm going to use just so that the scrap wood doesn't damage the frets or put too much pressure on the actual frets. And you'll notice I used a couple of longer pieces there, a little bit longer than where the joint is happening, and that's just to spread the pressure out a little bit more over the whole thing. So now I'm going to sandwich everything together here and put the clamps on it. This would have been a lot easier with a set of helping hands, another person, but I managed to do it in my own clumsy way. So there you go, line it up. Just going to kind of roughly fit this one into place, and I'll go back just to hold everything together there, and I'll go back and adjust it after. See, I'm just checking to make sure everything's in line there and nothing's falling away. That's looking pretty good, and I'm going to put the second clamp on here. Guys, I do apologize for the amount of time it's taken me to get this video up. I don't know why, I just can't seem to find the time to record the voiceovers. This guitar has been done for months now. But yeah, just can't get around to editing these videos and doing these voiceovers. So, here you go, I got the second clamp. It's in its kind of final place there. Just making sure everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. You can see there where the neck meets the body. There's a weird thing going on with the finisher. That's because there was extra glue that I guess I missed when I was sanding everything down. That's why it's very important to make sure you do a good job sanding everything down and make sure you're not missing anything there, because that's what happens with the stain doesn't take to the glue as well as it does to the wood, and you end up with little weird things like that. But I'm not too concerned about that. My strap's probably going to cover that up. So there we go. Now we're going to let it set. So here we are. I let it set for 48 hours. The manufacturer's recommendation on most wood glues is usually like an hour. I'd go at least 24 just to be sure. So we're going to take the clamps off here and see what happens. And there you go. Voila, looks like a guitar. So I'm having a little look-see there, make sure everything looks like it's still kind of lining up. Just from on site there, it looks right to me. I know you can't really see what I'm doing there because I'm terrible at positioning the camera. But yeah, just making sure everything looks the way it's supposed to. I did go back after with a straight edge, measuring tape, all that good stuff, and make sure everything was exactly the way it's supposed to be, and it was. And looking down the neck here, make sure it's not warped or anything. Looking straight. And yeah, overall, I think we got a guitar here. There you go, nice and strong. That's not coming apart anytime soon. Like I said before, pretty much any kind of glue will do. You don't need to get the one made specifically for it. But anyway, next video, Stalin Electronics. Stand by. Thanks, guys.